Hello, and welcome again to another episode of Third Action. I am your lovely host, Jason, and these are the same three baby birds that were here last week. Joining me in the bottom left of the screen, we've got Charlotte playing Asher Ford, Human Ranger.
Coodle-doodle-doo!
In the bottom middle, we have Greshy Ironroot, Dwarven Druid, and his dog Phelan 2, played by Will. And in the bottom right, we have Adam playing Gunn, Shough, Human Champion of Erastil, and his new giant eagle, Rock. Damn, that got cut off slightly. Try it again.
Oh. No, it didn't.
Did not?
It did not.
It got jumbled for me. Anyway, hello everyone. Welcome to another episode of Third Action. Cool. So, last time we met... Spooky music. Last time we met, the party did some shopping. They made their way to the town of Bitter Hollow, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Made their way to the town of Bitter Hollow as they made their way out of the Shimmerglens. The cold, wet rain sogging their boots. They took refuge in the small outpost town where gnomes were known to trade. There they met a Sranzelplom, one mystical gnome with the capability of transferring runes quite instantly, or instantaneous-ishly. They got some much-needed upkeep, shop upkeep done. Lots of item trading and purchasing. Where did we land on the runes? I know some of that was handled a bit retroactively.
Yeah. We sold that Keen rune after all. Just the math didn't work out to keep it.
Okay.
Which gave me enough money to get Phelan the +2 armor rune and apply it. So he now has that as well.
Okay.
He is fancy boy.
So, yeah, some people have...
Frost, I think.
Okay, so you've picked up Frost.
Corrosive.
Oh, you've... Okay, so
Asher
Gunn has Frost and Sonic.
Gunn has Corrosive and Sonic.
Corrosive
Asher has Flaming and Frost.
Yes.
And
Fire
Greshy...
And actually Phelan has Shocking.
Phelan has Shocking. He also has the Cold Resistance rune on his Barding, as well as the +2. The original +1 that was on his Barding is now on Greshy. So Greshy has a +1 on his snakeskin bodysuit. Which I'm sure was a very awkward moment as he was trying to wriggle out of that for the gnome gentleman to take care of.
There was a changing room.
Strazzleplum.
He has a changing room.
Greshy doesn't care. He's just gonna like...
he would have shoved you into the changing room.
That's fair, but...
As you
after muttering some...
with your clothes around your knees.
Yeah, so he probably mutters some gnomish curses as he shoves you into the changing room.
Fine.
But, in any case, so items aside, you returned to Turtleback Ferry, where you... failed to acquire a room for the night, finding out that the local inn had hiked up all the prices quite severely. You instead decided to stay at the Church of Erastil. Not the best night's sleep, but decent. Better than where Asher slept in the stables.
I had a great time.
That's good. That's what.
But there,
I got kicked by a horse.
Yes, indeed. Your own horse, in fact. But while staying at the Church of Erastil, you ran into one of the Black Arrows, who was actually looking for you. They were staying in town, waiting for you to return, and had news of problems encountered at Skulls Crossing, the dam to the north. The two Black Arrows that were sent to investigate what had happened there, one seems to have been murdered by some ogres, the other barely made it out with his life. You decided to hold off a day, being that you were all tired and just wary of engaging in further conflict that day, you made your way to Fort Rannoch on the morrow. So Star Day, you make your way back. You learn a bit more about what exactly happened at the dam. Well, not much. You find the guy who was injured. You heal him up. Talk to everybody in the place, the fort, and then you met a new party member, Rock, the giant eagle that Gunn had managed to rescue from certain doom, as it was abandoned in the Eagle's Eyrie, just above Fort Rannoch, when the ogres attacked. So, now you have your whole party. What do you want to do? Sorry, that was a slightly long recap.
No, a decent amount actually happened, as it turns out.
Yeah,
I
bro.
suppose we're heading to the dam,
I want to take a nap.
You're still doomed?
No,
Just
I'm drained and
exhausted.
fatigued.
Fatigued. That's it.
Well,
Can you
perhaps-
guys carry me to the dam?
You have a horse. Ride the horse.
I can't sleep on my horse effectively. I'll get fatigued 4.
You haven't learned to sleep upright on a horse yet. I thought you were good with animals.
I barely learned to sleep next to a horse, Greshy. Apparently.
Well, you're not supposed to sleep next to the horses. They have a place to sleep, and you usually have a place to sleep, and it's usually not the same place.
Maybe if I drape myself over the horse and like tie my hands and feet around the horse.
I
so
could put you
don't
into the bag of
fall.
holding to hold on to you, but I think
Oh
you just
yeah,
die in
poke
there.
my little head out. Like, is there a drawstring?
It's unfortunately, I don't think that's how it works. I think it's all or
Kind of
nothing,
hanging
and I think you just
from-
die. So let's not put you into the bag of holding.
I'll do my bubble and go in for
I thought you
10
could
minutes.
survive if you have air.
If you have air, but I don't know if we have a way to get Asher air in there
Mhm.
for long enough.
I'll put one of my jars on my head.
I mean, you
breathe
could
once
just try
every 10
drinking
minutes.
the gross water and see if that does anything for you.
Maybe it'll give me. I was gonna say gills, but that wouldn't help. Air.
Vacuum breathing.
Vacuum breathing.
No, I don't
Vacuum breath.
I'll
There-
poke a hole in the bag when I get in.
I do think there are crystals that allow you to survive without breathing. Maybe. But I have no idea where
Yeah, I
you
don't
find
think
any of
we have
those.
them.
Yeah, there's one without eating, so there must be one without breathing, right?
Plausible.
It's a safe assumption.
In any case, we can get you a cart and haul it
And
behind
some
the horse.
pillows. I'll be like royalty. We'll
But I
ride
don't
up.
think-
We'll
I don't
play
think
the
we're
royal
8 hours
king.
away, so
Ah.
it's not necessarily gonna.
You can
Oh.
walk slower.
I mean, if you really think we have the time to rest, we could stay the night here. Do some stuff
I'm-
around town, help out.
Yeah, we can go. I just like
don't think-
can't do any of the extra things. So I
Are we
can't
bringing Shough
scout
along with us?
or- We
So
can-
Shalilu's there near you. She's so you guys are currently just outside the stable with your new buddy there, Rock. Shalilu's helping just pick up the feathers and clean up the nest now that you've decided to take Rock with you. I've forgotten his name, and my notes are not right next to me. Walt is also helping. Walt's doing most of the work. Shalilu's just kind of trying to clean up behind him as they kind of fix the room up so that it can be used for horses again. But she's certainly open to going with you if you wish.
If she doesn't mind, we would love to have her scout for us since Asher's not quite feeling up to it today.
And I think a cart wouldn't be a bad idea because we can also put Rock in it because I don't know if he's ready to fly.
Yes, we can. I'll sleep on a
I mean,
soft
he just
feather.
hatched. Doesn't it take them a while to learn how to fly?
Yeah, I think it does.
Well,
Are you gonna
I-
have to push him off a cliff when the time comes, so that he can learn?
if we do, I'll have Featherfall ready, just in
Okay,
case.
that's good. Like how will we teach him?
I mean, actually, that might be the way to teach him. Is that if once he's got his proper feathers in, we can throw him off a cliff, and if he's not feeling it, I can cast Featherfall, and as he's gliding down, he can kind of get a feel for his wings.
That would be so
That's-
cute if Gunn
so-
had to teach him to fly and was like, okay. All
Okay,
right, son.
goal.
This is how they did it in the books.
Canon. Anyway,
Yeah.
I think
I
throwing
mean,
out a cart is a good idea.
We're gonna need it. I don't have any way to carry that bird. I'm sorry, it's bigger
could-
than I am, I think.
Well, I think he could probably ride Phelan.
I mean, I don't know if I can double up on Phelan, but we could try, I suppose. Try lashing him on.
Mhm.
Is he fussy? Oh, lashing him off.
But I think the
Well,
cart.
currently
let's
currently
find the
Rock
cart.
is just sitting on the ground beside Gunn, just kind of pecking at the ground, turning over
He
his
is
own
about
rock.
as tall as Greshy is, I.
Yes.
So, well, we could definitely. We need to get him some food. In fact, we all could use some food. I don't know if we have much in the way of rations. If they have any, we could purchase off of them here.
Maybe we can have a meal
I'd
here.
normally be able to forage. But
I know.
Can't.
You're not feeling up to it, and that's.
I'm too tired. Jason won't let
we
me.
just fed Rock. But we
Excuse
can
me,
find
that's
ourselves
the
a meal.
gods won't let you.
We're
There's
going
no
to-
gods, Jason. My horse kicked me in my head and I forgot.
Well, we'll want to bring food along anyway, because I mean,
Yes.
babies in general eat a lot.
Yes.
So we'll
Yeah, I mean, if you ask Rock, not Rock, if you ask Rock,
Walt,
where do
Rock
we get
doesn't
food
say
for ya?
anything. But if you ask Walt, he can certainly go about procuring some supplies. As far
we
as
don't need. I don't think we'll need
cart-
that many. I'm just hoping for maybe if they could spare 8 rations or so. 10
Uh,
I
rations
have
actually
about
would be
4
ideal.
that
2 days.
I'm not using.
You
at
have 4,
least, So.
and you actually don't need to eat. That's right.
Yeah.
So like 4 rations then, because that would
Sure.
be 2 days worth for Gunn, Greshy, Rock, and
Phelan and Shillelagh.
Phelan. We'll actually need 6 then for
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So if
And then on
they can
day
spare 6
2
rations, I'd pay for it, of course, and we'll make sure they get reimbursed properly with actual food when we get
I think
back.
that's not going to be much of a concern for them, considering we're going to save the dam.
Save the damn.
Doesn't matter.
dam.
If they're giving us supplies, they deserve to be paid for it.
Well, so I mean, Walt is just going to go grab some food from the kitchen and make up for. Or how many did you want? 6 or 4? What'd you say?
6.
6,
would be
okay.
ideal.
Yeah, he'll go off and grab 6. Basically, make 6 ration kits for you. Out of the food supplies they've got. He doesn't know what price they would be because it's just grabbing random food.
I will give him 10 gold, and if you know, it's to go to the
Sure,
resources
the
for
supply fund, sure.
rebuilding here. So
Procuring a cart is a bit harder. When you ask Walt about it, he says that they only have a handful of carts and they're all being used to carry supplies around. You could certainly take one of those if you want, but it'll hinder their ability to bring supplies from the town.
well, let's try lashing him to Phelan then, and we'll go from there. If we can,
Okay.
if I can get him attached to Phelan, if I have to walk alongside Phelan, that'll be fine. It'll be a bit slower for all of us, but
I could give you my horse and I could walk too.
sure,
And we wouldn't be
quite
any
as slow.
slower.
You don't. Let me check something real quick, but I don't imagine it's on the divine spell list. It's not. I was going to offer my wand of Longstrider to at least give us a little bit of extra speed, but unfortunately, I don't think you can cast it. So, and it's self-cast only because that's how it is.
I was gonna ask. I'm like, is it only?
It is self-cast only, and the spell itself is, which means that I can use it, but I couldn't cast it on you. I'd have to cast it on myself.
Gotcha. Well, then perhaps you using that on yourself is the
It'll last for an hour. I don't have it prepared otherwise. Otherwise, I just cast it and call it good.
All right.
That'll give us a little bit of extra speed as we move along. So
maybe we can fashion some kind of a perch or a saddle.
I have a bag, and we have some ropes, and there's already a saddle on Phelan's barding, so we can kind of
maybe we can fashion
bag, I think, to maybe make
it attach to the back of his saddle.
Something like that.
Like find a good thick branch from the firewood.
Sure. Someone, I guess. Yeah, someone can give me a crafting check, I guess, to go get one and try and
lash it onto the.
Yeah. You're just trying to attach it to the side of the saddle. Is that what's going on?
Kind of to the back. It sounds like. So he's attached to the saddle, but he's going to be we're going to use the rope to kind of create a nest situation with the bag as well, kind of helping to keep him. We're making a makeshift nest, essentially.
I was literally just thinking of a perch, like a pole.
Oh, for him to just hold on to?
Yeah.
All right.
I thought you guys were going to tie him down.
I was going to try doing something much more complicated, but that could work too.
3 different opinions of
either way.
Visualizations of what was happening.
I'll try my way first with my bad crafting, and we'll see.
All right.
It's just a log. Ooh.
How bad could it be?
A 9.
So you make your way over to the you grab some leftover unburnt wood from the new barracks and start trying to assemble something on top of Phelan's.
It's just ropes. How hard could it be to tie a stick to something?
Well, the shape of this wood is kind of awkward. The getting it to stay stable under any weight is proving to be difficult, especially once Phelan starts moving. It just kind of wobbles and falls off. Like, you get it, like, nice and done, and you spent, like, 30 minutes on this project, and you're like, all right, good to go. And as soon as Phelan gets up, it just kind of slides off to the side and just crashes on the ground. And the whole time you're doing this, Rock is just kind of following you around.
Just kind of.
All right, let's see.
Let me give it a shot here, see if I can come up with something a bit better here for you. And just checking one thing. Greshy will put his eyepiece in and start working.
Oh, an eyepiece. Well, I see.
He's got a crafter's eyepiece. He picked that up. Well, he got it out of the pool a while back.
All right. We'll do your fancy way.
That's a bit better. That's 25. It should actually be a 26 since it didn't update in time for me to do the check.
Okay. Describe again to me what exactly Greshy is doing then? Or like what are you making?
Greshy is actually trying to make a pseudo nest. Essentially by tying some ropes to the barding and using some twigs and leaves and such, as well as the bag to actually make a proper base in this rope. He's creating a little cup sort of situation. Well, not a little cup, but a decently sized cup situation where Rock can kind of nestle into as we're riding along.
Okay, so yeah, you create this nest-like contraption in the saddle on top of Phelan.
Aye.
And this time you whistle for Phelan to stand up. He stands, and the nest, like a couple of twigs fall out, but it's otherwise seems fine.
All right, stable enough. Well, so that'll do, but I'll walk alongside. Or no, we don't have enough horses because I'm still loaning Kapal out for now, so it'll be fine. Oh, that's actually a fair question. I suppose we could do that if we were clever about it. Putting the collar of inconspicuousness on Rock, and then just carrying Rock that way.
If you're fine going without it.
Well, we've already done all this work. I don't feel like undoing my makeshift perch thing, so if it doesn't end up working out or if we need to move faster, that's.
I'm gonna imagine that observation came from a fatigued Asher.
Asher's off to the side, just going, "Why didn't you just take the collar off? You weren't using it anyway."
The collar is also attached to the rune tags for.
So then that would take that away from Phelan as well. So
yeah.
becomes
Get rid of his shocking
complicated.
attacks.
And rock is powerful.
Arguably, if I invested a bit more into crafting, I could make another collar of inconspicuousness one of these days. But we'll worry about that later. Not going to do it now.
Okay, so Greshy's attempt takes about 15 minutes, where Gunn's took about half an hour. By this point, the Walt has come back with the rations that you requested, just kind of bundled up into little sacks, basically, or small cloth sacks. Really, just four corners, kind of tied up into a bundle. He just hands you the stack of them.
Excellent. And then I'll hand over 10 gold for the trouble and to help rebuilding things in general, buy supplies, that sort of thing.
Well, thank you, sir. I'll make sure this gets to the captain. Sorry, not the captain. Acting commander.
Is Jakardros acting commander then, or who did they appoint?
Yeah, we decided that Jakardros should be acting commander until we figure out what happened to the boss.
Yeah, we're looking into that as well. Hopefully we'll find out what's going on with Lamatar. But in the meantime, good lad. And I'll awkwardly pat him on the lower back, since I can reach that, and start putting away the rations.
Okay.
Well, whenever everyone's ready.
Ooh,
Giant Asher.
it's me.
Well.
So that's how we're traveling. We're gonna have Gunn ride on Asher.
I'm floating around. That's all I can manage.
So yeah. So you guys. So it's still raining, by the way. I guess I could play rain sound effects. That's a thing that I'm capable of doing.
It's always raining.
When will it snow, Jason?
Who knows? I'll let you know if it changes to snow. But for now, it's just rain.
Raindrops keep falling off my head.
Could we, in a pinch, if we were thirsty enough, lift our heads up and just open our mouths and get water?
I
how heavy the rain
suppose.
There are better gathering methods for water.
Oh,
but
whoops. Sorry, I can't hear that. There we go. Now I can hear the rain.
Open the backpack. Fill it with delicious water.
Yeah, I mean, you could certainly collect water using buckets or anything you want.
Yeah, I'm sure
really.
we have some stuff here. Let me see.
I at least have a few jars.
Yeah, you have jars. We have bags. We have a mug.
Hey,
Yep.
that's good. You could just stand there with your mug and slowly drink. I will never dump a jar of gross water.
I have got a water skin, so
Also, I'm pretty sure you're going to want to clean that jar out.
No, the
Before you use
residue
it
gives
for-
flavor.
questionable here.
Mineral water, you have to pay a lot for that.
Well, let's hit the road.
All right, so you guys hit the road, making your way out of. Well, so how are you guys leaving? You have you, Shalelu, or the three of you, Shalelu, Phelan, and Rock.
Mm-hmm. And we
Rock.
have 3 or 4 horses.
So 3 horses.
Should have
Who's
3
riding?
horses.
Who's riding whom?
Well, actually, it occurs to me, if Shalelu's fast enough and she's comfortable being on foot, but if we're having her scout ahead, she may still want to be riding on Kapal, so it's kind of up to her. Otherwise, I would be on foot.
Probably the best
Maybe I should
option
walk.
is
I'm not going to be doing anything.
Yeah,
probably
with
the
your
best option
fatigue, I'm
is
sure
to
that's
have
helpful.
Shalelu walk and the rest of us ride.
Sure.
All right. Then
All right.
if she's okay with that, and if she feels like she can still scout reasonably well on foot, we'll make sure not to outpace her or anything, of course.
Yeah, I mean, the horses are going to be faster than her if you're, like,
She's
charging.
25 or 30, and we're going to be 40, so...
Yep. Okay, so, you try to pick up Rock and put him in Phelan's saddle.
Yeah, Greshy and I will, like, work together to...
Yeah, Greshy's
They can
going to
lift
do
it
a
up.
real good job here, I'm sure.
Okay,
That's as big as he is.
yeah, give me an athletics check, the two of you. I'll assume this will be Gunn's check with,
I would assist. Let me roll that first. 20... Or, no, that's Gunn's. I got a 19.
19 will
23.
successfully assist, so that's +1 to the 23, that's 24. Alright, you succeed lifting this giant eagle chick, but I need you to give me a nature check to handle animal. It is not liking you lifting it up this high. And it's trying to find it back again.
I just stay down here trying to
Come
lift the bird.
on, buddy. Please go up on here.
It doesn't know what you're doing, it's just fighting
forward.
back.
That's not bad, actually.
Okay, with your soothing words, you manage to calm it down, and it climbs up into this makeshift nest saddle, and kind of grumpily, like, squats itself down onto the nest. All right.
You gonna be okay here? I'll just give him some pats and attention. Like,
Seems to be fine. Now that it's up here, it seems curious about where it is, and it's just kind of looking around.
all right, I think that will do it. Let's start. Hit the road.
All right.
All right. This is some exploration mode. So as you guys make your way, let's see how many miles this is. So you have to make your way back to the path, which is about 2 miles away, and then it's another, 3 miles to get to Skull Crossing, or Skull's Crossing. I wrote Skull Crossing, but I realized the other day that it's actually Skull's Crossing, so I'm just going to keep thinking about that. There we go. I fixed it. Okay.
Oh, it's belonging to the skull. And
Yes,
not
it is the-
multiple skull.
Yes, it is. It is a single Skull's Crossing.
Who the fuck is skull?
I mean,
What is Skull?
it works.
What
It
are we
works.
doing here?
It works either way. Trust me. Okay. Yeah. So, what are you guys doing, exploration-wise? Any activities you guys want to do, or are you just making your way there, as per
I'm
standard?
remaining awake.
I don't think I'd be doing anything specific on the way there. Perhaps I don't feel like it's going to be trapped or anything on until we get there. We could try. I mean, we could try to hustle if we wanted to try and get there fast. Well, Azure can't hustle.
I can
So-
try.
I'm not sure you can. Is the problem.
I'll think about doing it while you guys go faster.
You'll ponder it.
I'll catch up. I'll just follow your tracks. I'm a ranger. Wait, I
That's-
can't do that. I'll look at them barely while my horse veers off course.
I'm gonna ride alongside of Asher and make sure that Asher stays upright and conscious and not falling on the ground.
I'm fine.
Okay, so you're mostly just supporting Asher.
I'm going. My plan is to babysit Asher and Rock, and make
Okay.
sure that they're both okay. So I'm imagining this like triple file thing going on here, where Greshy's just in the middle and Asher's on one side and Phelan's on the other with Rock perched
Yeah,
up
you're-
there.
Okay, yeah, you're just kind of three man like flanking each other. Okay. Gunn, do you want to do anything particular?
I'm probably halfway between keeping an eye on Rock and looking for trouble.
Okay. You'll need to
You
pick
can-
one for the most part.
You can flip a coin whether I'm ready to defend.
Okay. In that case, Shalelu, well, since you guys are all kind of concerned about each other, Shalelu will. You guys are riding a bit slower. She'll run ahead and scout out things for you.
Appreciate it.
Okay, so the
Remind me, we
trail.
should get her a nice bow or something when we get back to town. Something to compensate her for all the effort she's put in.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So you guys make your way down the wet, steep road back down the hillside towards the main road that leads to Skull's Crossing. The ride is pretty uneventful. I'm using Gunn as your position marker
Sure.
Okay.
on the map. The ride is pretty uneventful. It's just cold and wet. Everyone's winter clothing is keeping them, for the most part, pretty dry and warm. But it is certainly uncomfortable, especially perhaps for Asher, who does not like being wet at all. And being wet and tired kind of doubly impacts him.
Miserable.
Yeah, he's just kind of miserable. David Tennant in the rain gif. Just after his amazing day yesterday, he is now quite sour.
That was so good.
It was.
The ride itself to Skull's Crossing is also just fairly uneventful. It's quiet. Once you reach the riverside road, you can see the river is definitely higher than it was in the past. Though the floodwaters had subsided at Turtleback Ferry, they didn't. The river still seems to be fairly overflowing. It's at like peak levels. If it gets any more than this, it's certainly going to start flooding again. And with the rain looking like it is, that's certainly a likelihood. But eventually, as the hours pass, so we didn't solve anything for. Did Phelan get any? He got a cold rune on his armor.
He got the cold resistance rune.
Okay, and how much does that resist?
We all have. I'm sorry.
How much damage? How much cold damage does that resist? 5.
It reduces by 5.
Okay, so he'll need to do 1 fortitude save then.
All right.
For the cold rain.
Fortitude is there.
I guess Rock will need to do one as well.
Well, Phelan got to 33.
Okay, Phelan is fine.
Rock
Cold
has a
never bothered him
27.
anyway. Rock with a 27 is also fine. I guess he'd take half damage. So half damage from the cold, 2 points of cold damage, he'll take 1.
Okay.
Good to know.
So he's just shivering a little bit. He's just very frumpy looking. He's kind of puffed out a little bit as his feathers he just keeps ruffling them. It's at this point that you notice Gunn. You notice 2 sleek black nubs sticking out of Rock's head. They're just all the way at the very top. Just 2 little nubs.
Does he have horns? No. Do eagles normally have horns? Giant eagles?
Gunn, have you not seen an eagle before?
I think I have, but I don't know if I've seen a giant eagle.
Of course they have horns. How did you not know that?
Oh. Okay. All right.
Deception check is a 20.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. What's? You can either just take that, or we could do it against your will DC, or perception DC, probably.
Perception DC
Yeah. So 10 plus
Interesting.
your perception modifier.
would be 24. Oh,
She's pulled your
I'll
leg.
still just play it off. Like, oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, you maybe get the sense that Greshy is being slightly mean to you, but perhaps you don't actually know anything about know enough about giant eagles. You did see some giant eagle corpses, but perhaps you weren't staring at their heads.
No.
Okay. Well, as you guys continue up the trail, you hear some rustling in the bushes, and Shough calls out, "Hey guys, I think we're here. I saw the body. He's
Oh,
he's gone."
Hmm. All right.
kind of figures much. All right, well, I would switch then to kind of a more sneaky, stealthy mode as we tried to get closer. Though I guess it doesn't matter that much. Zasher's not going to really be able to be quiet as we go along.
I'll try to be quiet, guy.
Well, I think we're gonna have to leave the horses behind. It looks like the path doesn't lead all the way up to the dam. Best I saw, there's some kind of staircase going up the side of the mountain. We can try taking that, but
Okay.
we'll probably want to leave the horses behind.
Okay.
Will Phelan fit up it?
She looks at Phelan. I think so. They're pretty big steps. I just wouldn't try taking a horse up there. They look a little too steep for that.
I can climb stairs. He'll be fine.
Okay. I don't know about horses on stairs. I would have thought they'd be all right, but
If they break one leg,
if they're
you have to kill them, Gunn.
what?
You know that in real life? If a horse
Hmm.
breaks its leg, you have to shoot it. Well, not shoot it, but you have to put it down.
You do need to
because-
euthanize it because unfortunately
Yeah, they
Novik, you're
need
right,
them.
and won't be able to deal with it. But ideally, none of our horses will ever break their legs, and we don't have to deal with that. That'd be terrible. But I will leave. We can leave them here
All
for
right.
now. And
Yeah. Let's
continue on with
tie them up somewhere. Is there like an overhang or somewhere where they won't get completely soaked?
Yeah, you guys can search for one. I mean, Shough, yeah, she can
Or
lead
some
the
big
horses over to
trees with-
one pretty close by.
Decent cover.
Sure. So we'll stuff them in there for now. Well, not stuff them, but
Yeah.
store them.
Lead the horses over to an overhang by the cliff's edge, or by the rock wall. Tie them up to just a rock nearby, and then make your way towards the crossing itself. It's still a couple 100 feet away. You can, as the trees sort of open up, you get a better look at what's up ahead. And let's see. What's your marching order? I guess it doesn't really matter right now. I'll just kind of align you guys however I
Probably
feel like it.
Shough in front, then me, then Phelan with Rock, then Asher, then Greshy.
Sure. Sounds
Yeah,
fine.
that sounds perfect.
Asher and Greshy. Okay. And let me hope that I did this correctly. Yes, I think so. Yoink. Ooh, did I fail to do it correctly? Uh-oh.
Guess we'll find out. I don't know where I am.
Huh.
I'm lost. Oh, there I am. Very bottom.
Should be here. Oh, there we go. Okay.
There I am.
I don't know why the map wasn't
So
moving.
there's someone.
Yeah, so you guys are all down here.
Oh dear God.
And
it's
as we
huge.
zoom out, you
Ooh.
can see the entirety of Skull's Crossing. It is a
Nice.
massive dam, hundreds of feet tall. Whoops. And adorning its face are there's a number of smaller skull patterns all over the dam wall. But you can see what were probably 5 large skull faces embedded into the rock. Each of them like realistic human-esque skulls, but many not hundreds of feet tall, but each of these is probably like at least 60, 70 feet tall.
Wookie Rushmore.
Yeah, kinda. So there's 5 of these skulls. The middle one is the largest, and above that middle skull is on top of the dam is some kind of strange building, itself seemingly made out of a pile of gigantic skulls. You can see massive cracks all over the building, all over the structure rather of the dam. It looks like either something exploded or something has been breaking away. And above the far rightest skull, there seems to have been a massive rupture, and a just rush of water is pouring down into the lake below. That lake itself then opens up into a river as it flows south.
Oh dear.
What do we have by way of like stone shaping spells?
I have nothing prepared today.
Okay.
And even if I did,
Literally nothing.
those are
No spells.
Huge. Yeah. Just no spells. But I have nothing for
Gargantuan.
dealing with stone, and I have nothing that could handle that much stone at a time.
Okay. Okay.
Stone wall might be sufficient for some of that, but that looks quite huge, and wall of stone would not repair. It would just put up more rock on top of it, basically.
Right.
And so you can see in multiple places there's large fissures in the dam. It's almost bulging against the weight of the water behind it. As Storval's deep presses into the dam, it's clearly under a great deal of pressure. You can also
Thinking about even if there were no enemies here, what could we do? It's a big
I think
situation.
we have the qualifications to...
Actually, I do have a question.
Mhm.
So are those dark lines, the arches, those are the bulging points, or is that something else?
Give me a perception check.
Okay.
Oh,
That's a
no.
natural 1, so a total of 20, but
Okay, so through the rain, it's hard to tell, but there's some kind of pattern or something dark underneath the mouths of each of the skulls.
Oh,
It's almost they're kind of like an arch-like pattern underneath each one's mouth, basically. But from here, you can't really you don't have a good look at exactly what's going on there. It just appears to be a darker coloration of the rock to you.
maybe they made it with valves so they can open their mouths and spew some water out.
that's kind of what I was thinking, based on where the arches seem to come from. That
Mhm.
perhaps, or maybe it usually has those flows, and it's been closed, which is part of what's causing the dam to have problems. So, if we can find the mechanism to close it or to reopen it,
Well,
excuse me, that might relieve some of the
Opening it
pressure.
would also definitely still cause
It would
trouble downstream.
Aye, but we want, if the dam breaks, then
Yep,
they're
that's
just
better. You're right. That's better than having it just crush the whole,
Yeah,
wipe all those towns away.
I think the turtleback can deal with some high water levels for a while. I don't know if they could deal with this dam breaking. If this thing broke, I don't think there's a turtleback ferry anymore.
Yeah, you're right.
we'll need to see if we can find, if there is a mechanism, we can see if we can like recrank it or whatever back into position so that it's still flowing proper again. That said, I will also need to do at some point something about this rain.
Know any
Yes.
cool rainaways?
Not quite, and I'm nowhere near powerful enough to do it for whatever's causing all of this. But if this keeps up, then it's just gonna overflow anyway.
Yeah.
I've heard of some people who have special rituals to make the rain go away, but I've never seen something like that myself.
Neither have I.
Into someone one day.
I'm
Some
pretty
druids
sure
like
there's,
to work together with
The
folk, but
water.
I kind of work alone primarily.
I know the
less.
Shoanti have done such a thing before, but yeah, I'm afraid I'm not well versed in druidic matters.
Okay. Well, if we're lucky, that's what's actually happening now, and all we need to do is stop that from happening to get the weather back to normal.
Well, let's see if we can get up to the dam itself and find if there's some sort of release machine we can activate to at least stop it from prevent it from breaking for now.
Do any of these paths lead to the top of the dam? Oh yes, there's a staircase on the...
Yeah, there's a staircase over here, and Shough leads you over to the
Follow.
staircase. Along the... so you guys are on the western bank of the outer dam lake, I guess. And she leads you along the western wall up to a staircase that goes up along the cliff's edge and into a cave.
Adam, you're going to need to grab rock. I can't.
Oh no, Ra!
Oh, his token. Yes.
Yes.
You do have to keep track of your familiar, as it turns out, your friend.
All right.
There he is. And she points at what can only be Hamza. Sorry, Desmond? Desmond.
Yes.
I forget their names. I wrote them down and I already forgot.
This guy.
Well, you wrote them down so you wouldn't have to remember.
Yeah, that's true.
We've heard about this guy.
Yeah, he's got a massive like puncture wound in his chest, and he's just kind of splayed out on the stones.
Puncture wound. Can I take a look at it and see if I could maybe determine what kind of weapon would have caused such a puncture wound?
Sure. It'd be a medicine check if you go up and approach it. So you make your way up the. These are large steps too. They are.
Are they taller than I am as well?
No, they're about half your height, each one.
Okay, so I still have to kind of like shimmy up and pull
Yeah.
myself over. All right, well, I'll do that until I get up to the body to take a look, and we'll see what I can figure out. What might have killed him? It's only a 26.
26. That is enough. The size and shape of the wound, the way his heart was punctured, it's almost certainly an ogre hook.
That's what I thought.
Single blow right to the chest, instantly killed.
No, I didn't have any truck with ogres to speak of before now, but I'm starting to understand why my people were so against them. Another giant kind.
First time I've seen ogres. They don't seem very nice.
It's starting to seem that way. I didn't think all ogres, but
Also, are there any like signs of ogres if he was killed here? Like, I don't know. I guess he's in a cave-ish area. I don't know how open it would be for that.
Well, so he's currently just laid out on some stairs. The stairs go up a ways. You just can't see very far up them until you start making your way up the stairs. Yeah,
What
you're
about, like,
not sure
on
you.
top of the dam, even though it's very high up.
You can
Squint.
make a perception check. It'll be pretty hard because there's a lot of rain and wind going on.
That's okay.
But
I'll
perhaps
do my
you will
best.
get
this.
I'm squinting. A 29.
29.
Awful.
Unfortunately, no. You can't. Through the wind and the sound of this rushing water nearby, it's too hard to hear or see anything up there.
That's
You just
okay.
it's just a fog of rain.
That probably means they can't hear or see us.
Yes, that's
That's
true.
Useful.
Well, still, we'll want to. I'll try and sneak as best I can with, these steps being as they are, but if we can get up there without them noticing us, we will have the advantage. Shall we?
Yeah,
Mhm.
I think we shall.
Okay, so you guys decide to make your way up. Up the stairs.
Let's keep the same formation. We're
Okay.
expecting any attack to come from the front.
Well, then we wouldn't want Shalala to be in the front. She's better off fighting from the back.
I can't I can't pass or see
Oh,
Oh,
no.
here.
from where I'm at.
You're like right on the cusp of.
Oh, yeah. Whoops. I dropped you in the wrong spot. There you go. Okay, so yeah, the stairs themselves are very steep, so it's hard to see what's coming up necessarily.
Mhm.
And the stairs themselves go into the cliff face a bit, so there's kind of high walls around you. You can tell that they go up and probably up to the bridge itself, but it's you'll just have to make your way up and see.
How far is Shalelu up ahead still, or?
Shalalu's behind you. She can go up ahead of you if you want.
Is she comfortable scouting?
Certainly. Here, I'll make my way up to the next landing. And she darts up ahead, up to the next landing. She looks around for a bit, sees something, makes her way over to the corner, and then comes back to the ledge and waves you up. Obviously, having spotted something of interest. One sec.
Jason spotted something of interest too.
Yeah, I'm trying to find where I put Shalalu's character sheet. Whoops. Hey, there she is. I found her. Okay. Yeah, as she waves you up, you can now see at this landing, there's a series of spikes, wooden stakes, lined up against the what would be railing if this was a safer staircase. But on each pike, there's a human head. Most of them rotting, or rotted. Almost all of them missing eyes. But they are there, and they're very clear warning signs. In blood, scrawled out on a simple wooden post, is some Yotun that Shalalu can't make out.
Can I get close enough to read it?
Sure. Yeah, you can make your way up there. I'm sorry, I can't read Yotun. I don't know what this says, but it doesn't look good.
I'll... Hang on. Okay, where is it? What am I looking at?
She points at the sign, and looking at it, the sign itself is just it's a collection of runes, and they basically just serve as a warning. They don't have any particular specific meaning, just kind of like a warning.
No direct
go
translation,
away.
just
yeah.
basically get the heck out. All right.
Yes.
Well, whoever did this definitely doesn't want any visitors, so let's go pay them a visit.
Knock,
All right.
Agreed.
Sounds good to me.
Oh, I need to get my my actual shield out of the bag. Let's do that.
Oh,
real quick.
sure. And I'll go and rummage around in my knapsack, my satchel,
Okay.
the party satchel, technically. Should not.
Yeah, and Greshy, you notice that each of these skulls also has in blood the same runes kind of drawn onto them.
And they are all skulls. None of them seem fresh enough to still be discernible as anything beyond humanoid.
They're all obviously human. Some of them still have bits of flesh hanging from them, but they're
only
mostly
fish,
just
not
decapitated
the
heads.
recent.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Ogres. Of course, it had to be ogres. Well, if you don't mind scouting a bit further ahead, we'll be right behind you.
All right,
What's your
and
total list?
she darts up the stairs to the next landing, pauses for a bit, and then continues darting up the stairs.
Okay.
And you kind of lose sight of her for a moment.
Keeping up as best we can.
Yeah, Greshy is just grunting every time he has to lift himself up over another staircase. The stair.
I'm fine. I got it.
Yeah,
Of course.
I assume so.
As you make your way up, you see Shalelu come back down a bit. Let's see. So, she kneels down and kind of whispers. Looks like there's some kind of cave up ahead. I heard snoring. Something big's in there. Probably an ogre.
Snoring is good.
Not sure.
Can I sneakily, or can we sneakily continue forward then?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you'd have to climb up a bit. She makes her way over and shows you the small ledge up ahead. Well, I say small, it's like 15 feet. She stays quiet and then just kind of points up above the ledge and does like a sleeping motion, indicating that whatever's sleeping is somewhere up there.
Okay.
Do we lose Asher? Oh, there.
Yeah.
There he is. Okay.
I was reading something real quick and I was like, oh god, everyone's left.
Want to make sure you were still around and didn't like pass out on us.
Here it
All right. How tall is the ledge? You said
15 feet.
15 feet. Okay. I think Phelan could technically jump up there. I'm gonna have to climb though.
I can jump.
Forget what the high jump rules are.
Just an athletics check.
But I don't know what height he could attain with a high jump, if that's something he could manage.
True. Probably not 15 feet. That seems quite high for a high jump.
He's large, so he's a 10-foot creature, right?
Oh, sorry, for Phelan. Sorry, I thought you meant...
Greshy's not going to make that jump. I'm saying.
I was imagining Greshy doing his like squat Super Mario Brothers 2 super jump.
He's been doing his calisthenics. He's got this.
He's a springy old man. Yeah, high jump. I mean, I think Phelan could like lift himself over it without too much problem. It'd just be a simple climb for him. For everyone else, it's probably just a regular climb check.
Okay. Well, it's short enough that I don't mind just trying to climb it without doing any shenanigans like ropes and stuff. And ideally, we can do this quietly enough without waking this creature.
Yep.
All right. I'm going to go
Shalelu
first.
looks around, wondering who's going to go first.
I'm going to go first because I've decided. Athletics, you said.
Maybe I should go first.
Yeah, Shalelu looks a little bit concerned at Greshy going first, but...
She's like,
She's getting ready.
I got this. He grabs some dirt off the ground and tries to like do chalk sort of thing with his hands.
Asher's just staring at Greshy doing
prepping
it, but
for his
doesn't really
climb.
care. He's like, yeah, Greshy's got
Can we
it.
do athletics and stealth? Like if I pass the athletics, can I also try to climb quietly?
Sure. Yes.
Okay. I have a 31 on the athletics.
Okay. So that is a, I want to say that's a critical success for climbing this amount. Yeah, it's fairly simple to climb. Yeah, that's a critical success.
So that lets you move half your speed?
Yes.
Okay.
Climb. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's half your speed. 5 feet per 20 feet.
Plus, okay, so 10 for most.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you're saying?
Oh,
I have to
5
pass
plus 5
two
for 20,
athletics
so
checks?
yes. 10 feet. So yeah, you have to pass another athletics check for the second one
All right.
to get the rest of the way.
I'll do that. With the 32.
32. Okay. With that, you're able to climb up the rest of the way. And give me a stealth check then.
Okay. Stealth is not bad. I have
Ooh.
27.
27. Okay. So you
Howdy.
climb up carefully into a dark cave, which I should probably reduce your vision for. Yeah, let's see. Like that. Or even worse. You're a human.
Is there
human.
oof, is there any light coming from outside that could
There's a little bit of light.
illuminate part of this?
Let me give you a tiny amount of light. Let's call that here.
Did you prepare the light spell? For...
I did, and I may have to use it.
Well, I
'cause I don't-
mean, it's
Your
verbal,
amazing
so
senses. Can you whisper verbal?
if I do it as quietly as I can from here,
Let's
I mean,
put
you'd
that
just be
on the right
risking
one here.
waking it up. So it's up
right?
to you if you.
And there's the rain is pretty noisy.
That's
so-
true. It's a possibility.
Okay. There's a little bit of light up ahead.
All right. Well,
You can
I won't shout
you can
it, but
just
I'll-
make out a staircase to the north up here.
I won't shout it, but I'll pull out my shield and cast light on it.
Okay.
'cause
Is
otherwise
there
it would blind
It
me.
is. It has a verbal component, right?
Yes.
Okay.
That's why I'm doing it right here by the entrance where there's rain sounds and
Mm-hmm.
Just
Yep.
keep trying to convince him. That'll help.
Sure. Okay.
No, it's
All right.
fine.
Yeah. You cast light. You
Thank
you
you,
try to whisper out the command sounds. It makes a vroom as the light turns on. What's the range on light?
I believe it's 60 if it's heightened. Do you get it 60, or do you get it
it
heightened?
yes, it should be heightened.
Alright, so it's 60-foot radius and dim light for another 60.
Okay. Oh wow, that's a lot of light.
I mean, yeah.
Boom! The cave illuminates. Let's see. So
Does that wake the creature? It's like,
so yeah,
it's like,
in
oh
the-
god, why is the sun out?
in the this big open cave, you smell like this stench of blood, raw meat. There's bits of just mud and dirt. There's a lot of tracks on the ground, and not much else. You do give me a perception check, I guess.
Okay. 25.
Solid
Okay.
rolls. Amazing,
Um,
but solid for
Right,
sure.
right in the middle.
I'll take it. It's better than getting natural ones.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so staying there and listening for a bit, you can hear the snoring sounds through the rain. They're definitely the ones that Shillelagh was talking about. Seems to be coming from a little cave or something up around the corner.
All right. I'll poke my head back out and be like, better hurry.
All right. Should I go next, or does somebody else want to go next? I've got all this
Shillelagh
dust
will
on my hands. I don't know what to do with it anymore.
climb up next.
Shy.
All right.
She's fine. She gets up there. It's crouched down low and sneaks half speed up the corner. She looks around the corner and seeing something, kind of darts back over here and looks at Gunn and just like points, indicating that there's something back there.
I will nod.
Oh, sure, go.
Yeah, I can climb. What is it? Athletics?
Yep, athletics.
Let's try.
I believe in you.
Yay!
I
a natural
definitely believe in you.
20.
All right, natural
Okay.
20. You get 10 feet up. Give me another check
Watch
for
me
second
won this one.
part of the climb.
Oh no, 27.
27. I think that's still the rest of the way. So you managed to climb your way up there to the top.
Alright. Let's do this.
Way, so Greshy.
How bad could it be? First athletics check. That's at 17 total.
17. On... Sorry, what have I done so far? Yes, that is a success.
Okay, so I get
but not
5 feet
critical.
up. I need
Oh,
this at
wait,
least.
sorry.
Hmm?
1 sec. No, that's a failure.
Okay,
My bad.
then I don't get 5 feet up.
No, you start climbing and you pull a loose rock that Asher left behind and kind of slam your butt on the ground.
Oh, my fancy pants.
No.
Oh right, I guess you take a little bit of damage. 2 points of bludgeoning damage.
We're falling
To
5
your
feet?
butt.
5 feet. Never mind. No, you don't take any damage.
I was gonna say there is a critical fail result if I
Yes.
critically failed.
Yeah.
But
Okay. You can try again.
I kind of have to. That's a bit better. 29 this time.
29. That's better. Yes, that's a regular old success. Go ahead and you get 10 feet up.
5 feet up on a regular success.
Oh, 5 feet. Yes.
Aye.
Sorry,
The
I'm
others
away.
have been getting critical successes. They're fancy.
Yes.
Me, I'm
You
just
have a
trying to
long
You're
arm.
slow.
myself up one more time. That doesn't look great. That's a 19.
As not a success, you slip and fall back down. Now, well,
Okay.
still no damage, right? 5, 10, fall. No, you take.
I'll
4
take some.
points of
I'll take damage. It's fine.
4 points of
I was
damage.
just gonna say the first
You get
one.
up
like,
to
is
10
barely
feet
up on
and
the
then you
wall.
fall. Yes.
Can
so
we
you take the.
assist Greshy? Greshy, do you need help?
I may need a rope.
Oh, my
Doesn't-
arm is long
Doesn't
enough.
a regular failure on climbing normally just
I
Not do
actually.
anything.
believe
Oh,
that's
actually,
correct.
does regular fail just? Yeah, sorry.
Regular
I could
fail just means
play
no
by the
you
movement
rules.
don't
made.
move?
Yeah. Okay. So you're just stuck there then. You don't take damage.
I'm just having difficulty finding good grips to get up further, so I'm just kind of like, this isn't great, but I will try again. Show me that crit fail. That's a 20 this time.
There's your success. You get 5
Okay, so
five
it's
more
10 feet
feet up
up.
then. Yes, you're 10 feet
need
up.
one
Yeah,
more
5 feet
success.
left.
Greshy, you can do it.
Show me the money.
Yay!
Oh, that's a decent roll. 26 finally.
There you go. So with you reach up, grab Asher's hand, and he pulls you up.
Oh, thanks. That was unpleasant. And Phelan will just kind of pause up.
Yeah, he can just
So big.
give him an athletics check, but it's pretty simple for him.
Sure. That would be
It's
this
a much easier DC for him to climb.
here. We only got
Oh
to natural
my
20
God.
anyway, so
Okay.
39 total. Do it.
Yeah. In one kind of swift motion, he just both paws up and lifts himself up onto the on the ledge. So now the
Right.
entire party's in this small cavern. What do you want to do?
Soft pause, everyone.
I
Quiet.
I will gesture Greshy and Asher to come over here, and I'll whisper to them that the creature is over there around the corner.
What is the creature?
I'll stay here so I don't wake it with the light.
Okay.
But if I hear anything, I'll rush in.
Okay. That sounds-
I can sneak up with Shillelagh if you'd like.
So, if Phelan has to fight, what happens to the baby?
Should we get him out now? Just kind of leave him over here.
Let's try to keep Phelan out of the fight for now, if that's okay. We probably don't. I think the 4 of us can handle one sleeping creature, probably.
If it's only one creature, then fine. But
If Phelan needs to rush in, we'll see what happens.
okay.
Maybe the
Oh.
baby can scream and scare everyone.
Mhm.
Yeah, Shalelu is currently just crouched in the corner, looking around the corner every once in a while and looking back at you guys.
Asher, do you think you can
at your
take a look
huddle.
and sneak over there? Or?
Yeah, let me see.
What are you trying to see? Alright, okay.
I'm trying to see what's around the corner.
Sure, let me,
Can I
one sec.
sneak? I don't know.
When you get over to Shalelu, she kind of halts you, wondering what you're doing. Or she like whispers, "What are you doing?"
I can't. Now I can't see anything. I don't know. What is it? What's around the corner?
Oh, you don't have light. Well, you have the goggles, don't you?
Oh.
Do you have goggles?
I shouldn't I? Did Gunn put his thing away?
Well,
no,
no,
I did not
it's
put it
only...
away. It's not shining around the corner.
Yeah,
You
there's a
get
shine around the corner.
some ambient.
Oh, sorry. I don't. Gunn.
Yeah.
I didn't make Gunn's light visible to everyone. There we go.
Oh.
There we go. Yeah, I just
Oh,
straight up
Jesus.
couldn't see anything.
Yeah, sorry. I was correcting your lighting, but messed up. Okay.
Around the corner.
She kind of gestures. She holds up like two fingers and then points at her head, and then does two fingers again, and she's kind of gesturing like big tooth head.
Two-headed.
Big two-head.
No, she's like shakes her hand. 1, 2 head
Two-head.
Two-headed ogre.
giant.
1 2-head giant. Ooh, is that bigger than an ogre?
Give me a nature check if you want to know what this thing is, based on her kind of gestures.
Will I
It's a
ever
good roll.
know? A 33.
It's a good roll.
Ah, okay, yes, you've heard of these creatures before. This is probably an Ettin, Ettin.
Right.
They are a type of giant, much like ogres. Ogres are also a type of giant. They're basically a big two-headed, usually kind of pale-skinned giant. Not too much bigger than an ogre, and they're somewhere between, I guess, a regular giant and an ogre in terms of intelligence. They're
one
normally
of those
pretty
is higher? Which one's
solitary.
Yeah, which one's smarter?
Normal giants are usually smarter. Hill giants are kind of like the dumbest of the giants. Ogres are usually a bit dumber than
Okay.
hill giants, I guess. Or they're about the same as a hill giant, I suppose.
Wow.
But yes, they have two heads. They're normally known for having... both the heads are independent. And have two different personalities most of the time.
Oh. Are they usually very mean? They not like people.
Yeah, they don't like people. A lot of them tend to be pretty solitary. They keep their own company in a way.
So to speak, yeah.
Yeah.
So are they okay with ogres usually?
They get along well enough, I suppose. They could end up fighting, but it depends. They definitely have been known to have arrangements together, but they don't typically mix.
Okay. Well, let's sneak back a little bit to Greshy and
But you would know that they're pretty ferocious, and they are generally considered more dangerous than an ogre is.
do they usually
Like a
have two heads?
Ettins? Yeah, they always have two
Yeah,
heads.
Okay. Alright. I'll come back and relay that information to my good friends. That's
Hmm.
what's around the corner. There's an Ed.
Are you gonna stab it?
Do you want me to? I could try to go and stab it.
I mean, what else do we have? Do we have any other way to?
I
We could
assume
attempt to
we could
sneak past,
sneak
perhaps?
to the stairs. We could try.
Yeah, there are some stairs just up past this passageway that the Ettin seems to be in.
Seems like he was put here to guard it.
Maybe he just lives here. Does he live here? Would that be weird?
Yes.
I don't know where they live.
I mean, if they're friends of ogres and ogres live in the mountains,
I-
this might just be its home.
I
Or
guess
it might
this-
just decide to live
these
there.
are. I guess these are giant-sized stairs.
yeah, I don't
Did
actually
the
know much
giants
about
actually
Skull
make this
Crossing.
place?
Do we know anything about Skull Crossing at all?
You could give me a society check, I suppose.
Ooh boy, that's the one thing I'm bad at. Let's try. A 25?
25. You probably while you were in town, you probably heard a little bit about Skull Crossing. It's an extremely old dam. It's been here for probably centuries. No one really knows who built it. Like a lot of the other artifacts in Varizia, like the giant bridge in Magnamar, like the old light in Sandpoint. This is just one of those weird giant relics that's just there. Nobody really knows what it's here for, or what it's supposed to do. I mean, obviously this is a dam, so people are more or less aware of it, but no one really comes up here.
Right. Shall I put the light out and we try to sneak through?
Yeah, we could make an attempt. I mean, one is a definite fight, and the second is a maybe fight.
Right. A definite fight with a potentially pretty good starting advantage.
I'm inclined to take advantage of it and deal with this now, because my biggest concern is if this is the only creature up here we have to contend with, then it's taken care of. If it's not, then we have this behind us,
Mm-hmm.
and possibly waking it up if we run into other things that it's within earshot.
Yeah, what if it wakes up while we'll wake up when we're fighting it, and calls other things down?
Won't be ideal, but we have the advantage now, and I'd rather not. I'd rather not have it surprise us.
Might also just be a two chill folks just taking a nap. And you wake it up
Some-
and it's like, hey, you guys are cool. Go right up the stairs.
If you want to try and talk to it, I could try and talk to it, but
I
I
don't
think
want
it
to
would go very well.
if I were to talk to it, I would sneak instead. That would be my
I
technique.
will. I would rather go through it than around it, but I will yield to the.
I'd
I
rather
think
deal
it's
with this
here.
now.
I think it's here
It
posted to
seems
cause
two
trouble.
against me, so therefore the majority wins on stabbing.
I think this is a
I'm not
guard, and
gonna
it's already likely killed the other guardsman for just being around here.
Alright, so do you want me to go and start the fight, or
You and Shalelu could probably both.
I go chat?
I could
with
probably
Shough?
sneak up and try and cast something at it too.
Okay, Asher slips over to Shalelu.
Hey, the other guys want us to try and take it out. What do you think?
Alright, we can try that.
Alright. I'm gonna thumbs up behind me. My
Here,
power.
I'll dart to the other side. On 3, we attack.
Okay.
So
Hope I
she,
can try that.
she's gonna roll stealth to sneak. Shoo. She sneaks over to the other side of the stairs, and then once she's there, she draws her bow.
Well, so interesting question. Even if I moved around this corner, I don't know if I could see because of Gunn's lack of shimmering, because I'm a human being.
Yeah, you can kind of peek over around the corner, but it's dark in there.
can't
you
see
can
it.
Realistically?
clearly hear the creature, but you can't see it.
Realistically, and with an enclosure like this, there'd probably be some amount of.
Not enough to see it, and
Bounce
also this
that
is
would-
a game.
I'm gonna turn and be like,
But I'm not sure how the rules. I don't think the rules account for anything like that.
I mean, it's dim. It would be maybe dim light at best.
Right.
But in this case, the way the walls are and where you're standing, it would actually be dark.
Hey,
Okay. Oh,
Can I have the whisk? Can you get the whisk? I can't see.
it's not a whisk, it's my shield.
Okay, can you come over here? Can we borrow your shield?
Can I just borrow the whisk and hand it
You
to
want
Asher?
you want me to go up there?
I can't see.
Shalelu is just looking back like, what are you guys doing?
I can't.
I'm going
I'll
to
point
walk
to
up
my
to. I'm going to walk up to Asher, and I'm going to cast light on Asher.
Thank you, Greshy.
And
You need to pick an object on him.
I will cast it on Asher's. Oh. Interesting. I could cast it on one of Asher's bolts. You could
Oh.
fire it in
Wait,
there.
I have light bolts. I have a
You
beacon
you-
shot, but I would have
Those
to
are
hit
different.
It. Yeah, and then it could run around in the dark and we'd see it.
So if you can see it long enough to hit it. So I'll go ahead and cast light on one
Well, yeah,
of
if you
Asher's
cast on
bolts.
light, I'll be able to see it.
The reason I wasn't going up there is so that we wouldn't
Well, we're going.
put light
Asher
on
can't
it.
attack
I
something that
literally
he can't
can't
see.
see it. Like,
Okay,
I'm at a severe
well
disadvantage.
then maybe Shalelu and Greshy should
Yeah,
attack
maybe
it first.
if I swap with Greshy, because Greshy can see.
That's fine. Whatever. Then I
Go,
won't.
Greshy.
I guess I'm not casting light on bolt then.
Okay. So you decide against casting light. All right.
Apparently.
Shalelu is
I will-
just she's got her arrow, like bow and arrow out. She's ready to hit.
Trying so hard.
She's looking at you guys like, what are you doing?
I will switch places with Asher, and I will prepare to attack the creature instead.
She's
Okay.
elf. She can see.
She kind of gestures 3, 2, 1, and go ahead and roll initiative, please.
All right. Just perception or stealth?
This would be stealth for initiative, yes.
Got it.
Let's see what her stealth is.
Oh, that's not a good roll. That's a 26.
Better than me.
She got. This is an 11 plus 14. Oh,
Oh dear. These make sense though.
yeah, this initiative order is fine.
Good, but I don't think he gets his own initiative. But go-
He's
right,
ready.
he's eager and ready for battle. but-
Oh, you rolled initiative for Rock. Yeah, you don't need to do that.
Right,
What?
okay.
Ready to protect Mommy Gun.
So that's a 33, and
Rock awakens to the sounds of battle. His eyes grow wide and fiery. He's ready to rock.
That's the other one.
Uh,
And a 25.
Forgot.
No worries.
Pets don't have separate initiatives in this game.
Aye.
Yes. Okay. I think that goes like that. Greshy, you're up. So
Right.
the initiative order is the Etten with 33, Greshy with 26, the Etten with 25, Shalelu with 25, Asher with 22, Gunn with 17. Greshy.
I'm going
26.
to step over to here.
Okay,
I'm going to see it.
you step forward and you see the Etten curled up onto a heap of moss and leathers, some random bits of metal and things falling out of its little nest that it's built there.
How big do I want to go with this? Let's not go too big. We should save some of these ones. I will cast Acid Arrow at it then, at 2nd level.
Okay.
I think it's just an attack spell. Let's press the buttons and see what happens. Not great damage, but a 27 to hit.
27 to hit against this target. Whoops, that's the wrong thing. 27 will hit. Go ahead and you already rolled damage. That is 10 points of acid.
It does also deal 3 points, or it deals 1d6 persistent acid damage.
So 3
Okay,
in this
so 10 points of acid and 3 points of persistent acid.
I think it takes the persistent on its turn, though. That's why.
Oh, sorry, yes. Sorry, this is D6 of persistent acid. Okay, got it. All right, it is acid. It starts
Oh,
to
it's D6
startle.
each time. I see.
Now,
and-
well, which is interesting now that you think about it, since it has 2 turns, does it take it twice?
We'll see.
At the end of its turn, it takes damage.
All right. So that is your turn?
That is and I guess Phelan would move forward probably, but I don't think he would run into attack or anything since he hasn't been directed to do so.
Okay. So the Eden starts to rouse. In Yotun, it bothered me. Ow, ow. One of the heads looks up and around. The other head is still sleeping there. Intruder. It reaches for some kind of weapon and begins to stand, but that's its 2 actions.
Oh,
Shalalu's turn. Shalalu will shoot.
doesn't
Should've
take
had-
additional damage on its turn.
No.
We should have had Shalalu
Oh.
grab its weapons.
Wait, I didn't know it had weapons necessarily. That would make sense.
We should have looked.
I
Okay.
couldn't see.
Well, Shalalu
well.
shoots at it. She does a quick double shot. The first one will hit. The second one also hits. For how much damage? Where's her damage?
Yeah. 32 minutes.
There
I
it
keep
is.
forgetting you're all humans and you can't actually, see things.
See in the dark.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now I know that
Mhm.
you're not a human. Only took me like 3 months in game.
So this is that.
I just have special eyes. My
All right,
bronze.
she unloads 2 shots into the Eden as it's standing up. She then takes a third. That one's a miss, and a 4th. That one's also a miss. So she's just unloading arrows into it as quickly as she can. Asher, your turn.
Oh no. Okay. Oh my god, I still can't see. Alright, what happens when I can't really see but I try and attack? What kind of negative effect?
So in this case, they would be not hidden, but or it's hidden the right thing. Condition. Sorry, one sec. Detecting creatures. Before you roll to determine the check, you must do a DC 11 flat check.
Oh, so you're at 50%.
Yeah, so you know where the creature is roughly, but so you can fire into the dark. Go ahead and just roll a d20 if you want to hit it, and then if you get an 11 or higher, then you succeed at hitting it.
At trying to hit it.
At trying to hit it, yes.
Okay, so I have to try and hit it and
Yeah,
then
50,
actually
50.
roll to...
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah,
You,
it's-
first,
it's-
you're trying to see if you're firing in the right direction, and then if you are, then you still have to see if you actually hit it.
It's all one
That
action,
sounds
but you
pretty
just roll
okay.
you roll an extra d20 on top of it, basically.
Okay. Hold on one really quick. Actually, you should move. It actually wouldn't matter if this hits. It just has to hit something.
Oh,
Okay.
Well, you can still try to hit it, but
So yeah, I could try and hit it, but if it hits anything, as long as it doesn't break, I don't know. It's up to Jason whether it would break or not. But yeah, I will try my shining ammunition, which
shining beacon.
it hits.
Okay, your shining bolt.
Has a 20-foot radius. For 10
and there's no activation on it. Nope, it just looks like you just shoot it and it works. Okay.
Nice.
Okay, so I moved for my first. So if I'm going to shoot the creature, I still have to do the.
Yeah, so you moved in position, you've got the shining ammunition in, you're gonna take a shot, go ahead and roll the d20 to see if you can, or see if you do
Actually,
hit, or see if you
First,
got
I
the right
hunt
spot.
prey because I can hear it because it said something.
Yes, you can hear it.
So do that.
You are aware of
and
its
then
presence.
This would be. So just a d20.
Yeah, d20 first, and then you can roll the attack.
Perfect. Let's try. An 11.
That's what you
An
needed.
11's that is a success. You've at least targeted the right
Really
spot. Go ahead and do the attack.
Good. All right, let's try our best crossbow. Oh no, a
Ooh.
22.
Ooh,
It's still prone.
22. It
Don't
is
think
not
it's gonna
prone.
reduce it
It
enough.
stood up.
Oh, did
But
it?
in this case, the
Oh, that's
22
true,
will
it did.
hit. The 22
Oh.
just
Oh,
barely
boy.
hits. So go and roll the
Okay.
damage.
It's gonna have a shit ton of health then.
To do this plus. Give me 1 second. 8.
So 16 points of piercing
16 plus
damage.
6 plus an extra 1 for me. Oh, plus an extra 2. So 6. 1.
Okay.
25.
20.
4, 25. Yeah.
Yeah, 25 points of damage as you try to take aim into the dark. You hear where the sound is coming from. You like focus all of your mental energy on making this one shot and hit. You hear the sound of it grunting in the darkness. And what's the radius on shining ammunition? 20-foot radius of
20
light.
foot.
So 40-foot dim. Okay. There we go. Is now should be visible to you as this shining bolt
There
is
it is.
stuck to its chest. Sorry, it should be standing. There we go. Okay. Gunn, your turn.
All right. Got 15, 25, one move, 5, 10, 20, 2 moves to get here.
Okay, you come charging in. As you get close to it, it's going to take an attack of opportunity and swing at you.
Okay.
Yeah, it does have reach, so it swings this massive flail towards your feet. It has a natural 1, so it swings underneath you. You
He's
jump
still
over,
groggy.
and you do what you're going to do.
I'm going to make an attack with my newly corrosive longsword. Or a 35 to hit.
Nice.
35 to hit. That is a critical. Roll double.
Jeez. This is gonna be
So
nasty.
you double it. So that's, and then you also add the critical effects from the weapon, but not the.
Yes.
So I don't have crit specialization anymore because I don't have a blade ally. But that's the first set is 23. The second set is 20. So that makes 43.
43 points of damage is exactly how much health it has left. So you
Oh,
you run in, leap over the swinging flail, and just stab the sword right through its neck. The two
Which one?
the two heads. Well, they share a
Like
neck
right
kind of.
between the two, so you're just
Between
kind
the two, yeah. You just
Like
kind of
second.
jab it right in there, and you just kind of ride its body down to the ground. And with a big thud, the cave kind of shudders a little bit, and the Eden breathes its last.
The other head didn't even wake up.
Oh. Well, at least it went ahead and sleep then. Didn't really suffer that much. That was pretty good, I should say.
Got a weapon upgrade.
That went better than expected.
Putting on a show. Yeah. Oh.
I'll take it.
Hey, that was good.
I don't imagine it would have had anything curious in its little lair over here, would it?
I mean, you could try and dig through it if you want.
Yeah, I'll just take a look-see and see if it's maybe collected bits and pieces of like the poor creatures who have been hiked outside.
Yeah. Yeah. Now that you mention it, the all the skulls outside, right outside here, probably a pretty good indication that we should just have done exactly as we did.
Okay, so Greshy, you start rummaging through its pile of stuff that's hoarded here. So underneath this kind of like bed of moss and leathers and furs, you find a velvet pouch. When you open it, it looks like there's 6 pearls inside.
Oh.
Very shiny, white, perfect-looking pearls. Pretty large, too. Look pretty valuable. There's also some kind of vial or phylactery of something. Looks like maybe a potion or elixir of some kind. You also find an ivory scroll tube with strips of jade around the edges. And inside that seems to be 3 scrolls, presumably spell scrolls. They have magical runes
okay.
written on them.
I was actually not expecting to find valuables here. I didn't think it would be. Well, maybe it is interesting valuables. Just hoping for more information about the creatures outside. All right.
And
Gunn?
there's also some various bones, some femurs, presumably of humans that still have like a little bit of meat left on the bone.
Ugh.
Yeah, I definitely feel better having put this thing down. Understand your reticence there, Asher, but that's a little bit.
Yeah, these guys are eating humans. So
I mean, animals eat other animals all the time.
But
Yeah,
we
but-
are civilized enough, and a creature like this ought to be civilized enough not to be doing so to other people.
well,
Depends.
we are humans, and so we think we probably shouldn't let him continue doing that.
Anyway, Gunn, did you want to take a look at any of this to try and figure out what it is? Might take me a little while longer.
Sure. Yeah, let's take a quick look. I'll look at the 3 scrolls and see if I can recognize anything.
Okay. So you have what? Quick identify, I guess.
Yeah.
Aye.
Oops.
Yeah, so it's 1 minute per.
All right. I think each of those is going to be a religion check then for these scrolls.
Here we go. Number 1 has a 25.
A 25 is a success. It is a scroll of fire shield.
That's a good
That
one.
sounds good.
That is a good one.
It's a 4th level scroll of fire shield.
That's even
Okay.
better, actually.
Second one has a 32.
32. Okay. That's also a success. This one is a 5th level scroll of Death Ward.
Okay.
That could be useful.
And third one. Nope. 17.
Yeah, 17. You're actually not sure what this last scroll is.
Okay, well, this one and this one seem familiar enough. I think that I know what they are. Not exactly how they work, but
I mean, I feel like you might be able to figure out how to work out the scroll of Death Ward, but
yeah, probably.
the fire shield, that one, I'm pretty comfortable with that, so I can work that as needed.
All right.
But not bad. And then we've got this potion. I don't know if I like the scroll tube, but I don't know if it's magical at all. Actually, can I ping the scroll tube with detect magic and see if it's magical?
The tube itself? Sure. Yeah,
Right.
you can cast Sec Magic on the scroll tube. No, it doesn't seem to be magical. Not giving off any magical vibes.
Sure.
Just, it's probably valuable. You could probably sell it for a pretty coin.
That's something to hold on to. And then we got this this vial of whatever this is.
Oh, yeah. Forgot about that. Maybe I should have a look at that too.
Might as well, if we're just doing this real quick.
Yeah,
Especially this isn't taking
nothing's
quite...
nothing's
quite-
coming down stairs, is it? All right, I'll have a look.
Yeah, Shalelu is currently watching the stairs while you guys are doing that, and she shakes her head. Doesn't look like there's anything there.
This 26 to maybe figure out the potion.
26 for... oh, yeah. Okay. That is a potion of quickness.
Okay.
It's a
pretty
silvery liquid. It grants you the effects of haste for 1 minute.
Solid. I actually might want to give that to Asher so that he can get to turn a bit quicker since he's feeling so down.
Fine.
Yeah.
And also Asher likes to drink strange liquids, but
Ooh, just don't tell him what it is. Drink this.
well, don't drink it now, but if you're feeling like you need to be a bit more perked up, try that.
Ooh.
For the. It's only going to last 1 minute, so.
Anyway, I think we should move on then. Looks like Shalay was...
Cheers.
Yeah, Shalelu like slips her way up the stairs.
I was sweat.
That was a nice strike gun, by the way. You too, Asher.
I lit up the room.
You did, and you did a decent amount of damage to that thing as well.
Let's
God,
go
it's-
back to yeah. 1 sec. Let me switch everybody's vision back. Ooh.
Whoa.
Whoops, that's probably not as much as I wanted to do. Let's do 60-30. Cool. 60-30, you're fine. Get on out there, Greshy.
Hi, Greshy.
And turn that off.
60.
Okay.
Phelan can't get out.
Oh no! You
Where'd
moved
he go?
Phelan while I was moving him.
Oh,
1 sec. Okay, so the bunch of you make your way outside onto the ramparts, where it is quite dark. Sorry, it's not quite dark. That's a lie. It should not be dark at all. It should be light.
It's suddenly night.
Yeah, let me put some lights in here.
Go ahead and let that
Sudden-
light spell.
Yeah,
Fire.
sudden time change. It is now nighttime. No. Okay, so as you guys sneak your way out, you can see up on the top of the dam a bunch of ogres with picks tinking away at the dam itself.
That's
Oh.
rude.
that's not exactly what I expected, but perhaps we
Tink.
should have.
Tink, tink, tink. They're yeah, just taking their ogre picks and slamming them into the rocks. One of them seems like their leader is currently just kind of perched up, is leaned up against a wall. He's got his head down in the rain. Seems to be kind of he's not asleep. He's just kind of resting there, while the others, all looking like they're pretty worn down, are kind of exhausted or just kind of slamming away at the dam. When this ogre hits, they like reel their hands way over their head, slam down, and you hear like a solid crack. Actually, you probably still can't hear the crack, but you can see a crack being made in the dam as they continue to weaken its infrastructure.
They're doing some not very good things for people within fireball distance.
Fireball's not going to cause any further damage, is it?
Rock,
I mean,
isn't
it's
it?
rock. Doubt it. I could be
Rock.
wrong.
Shall we start the charge?
Yes, I would think so.
I would say so. I think Phelan's going to be in this battle, though. Do we want to try and offload rock for now?
Sure. I'll try to tell Rock to come down and stay in the back here, in the cave.
Maybe he can go eat the thing we just killed. Food.
It's easy enough to coax Rock down off of Phelan. Does that quite readily. When you tell it to go into the cave, it just kind of stands there and looks at you.
It's dangerous out here. You need to wait right back here. Out of the rain.
Kind of pecks at your leg.
I know you want to help.
I don't think it's gonna go inside, Gun. We're just gonna have
Love
to
to.
deal with it.
All right.
I'm going to mount up on Phelan. Then.
You cannot. There's a nest there.
I can't ride in the nest?
No.
But it's so warm and cozy.
You could go back inside and disassemble the nest, but
I'm
it's
not going to go inside and
Okay.
disassemble the nest.
It's not suitable for riding at the moment.
Can Phelan pick you up and
Sorry.
carry you in his mouth?
This is fine.
Okay. While you guys are doing that, one of the ogres sees you all and starts running at you
Thank goodness.
All right.
for that.
and charges.
Just the one,
let's re-roll initiatives.
There we are. There we are. Perception.
So it charges out in Yotun. It charges out and yells in Yotun. Malgus, we've got company! And the other ogres all look up and stop what they're doing, and ready their picks, and get ready to charge at you as well. So let's see. Ogre. Ogre. It's the wrong ogre. There we go. Their initiative is 23. And this guy, Malagus, his initiative is higher than that. 26. Not by much. Okay. So, yeah, you guys are, while you're trying to sort out your details there at the entrance of the cave, yeah, one of the ogres comes charging, and the others look like they're not going to be too far behind. Asher, you're up with a 36. We got Greshy at 33,
boy.
Gunn with 31, the boss, Malagus Krieg, with a 26, Shough with 25. Oh, I didn't roll for Shough, actually. Oh, she got worse. That is... Sorry, that's a 20 for Shough. She was too amused by what you guys were doing to be ready. The ogres have a 23.
Oh no.
Alright, Asher, you're up first. Ogres charging at you with a pick. High above their head.
I don't like that. Okay. Give me 1 second. Oh, 'cause my sheet's all fussy. Well, it's not fussy, it's just messy. Wait, I forgot how long this takes. I'm sorry, Jason.
No, it's fine.
I wasn't prepared for my turn.
Despite
Well, don't
Asher
roll
being
high
unprepared
initiative.
For this,
Damn. I was just like, I know what I want to do, but there's a lot of math.
would you like to delay for?
Yeah, if you want, you can
No,
delay.
I just
Okay.
have to figure out. It takes two. It's 2 actions.
Okay.
No worries.
So yeah, this ogre, she's charging at you. Ah, for the creeds!
Okay.
Oh, the creeks again. If I wasn't a druid, I would just burn down the Kriegwood and they can just go someplace else.
All right. My turn's actually much easier than I thought it was gonna be. So
Alright.
I'm just going to try and shoot her.
Okay, you just go for a shot.
It's a pretty easy turn. Oh,
No
shit,
hunting? Are you hunting?
Hunted my prey.
Okay. So you hunt prey and then shoot her. 33, I'm pretty sure
33.
is... 33 is a critical. Roll double.
Oh, how horrible. Okay. 1.
You guys have been out here hunting ogres, fighting black magas. You're ready for this. That's a lot of damage.
Give me 1 second.
35 is what shows up there.
This. And then 4 on top of that. So
Oh, that's 43.
So an extra
Nice.
4. Yeah, 43 points of damage.
and I have my fire and frost do things on crits.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Those things.
Yes,
What does it
let's
do?
do it.
On crit for frost, creature is slowed against a DC 24 fortitude save.
Okay.
fire is like an extra big proof of damage. I think.
It's not extra
It's
big proof, but it's
persistent.
persistent.
Yeah,
they
1d10
suc-
persistent fire damage.
They succeed the fortitude save against the frost.
Yeah, and fire is just does a persistent 1d10 on fire damage.
Okay, so
Oh,
1d10 fire damage. Okay, so you hit her square in the chest. Her armor catches fire and it also kind of like freezes over, but she breaks free of the ice and continues charging.
Good old antipode.
That was
And
2
I guess
actions.
I'll reload.
Okay,
My
you
laugh.
you pull back and start winding your crossbow, loading in another bolt. Greshy.
All right. Well, Phelan's going to run forward first.
Isn't that only 2 actions for Asher? A shot and then a
It was
reload?
hunt prey.
Oh, hunt prey,
Hunt
right?
prey,
Sorry.
yeah.
Okay.
The
Sorry.
secret action.
So Phelan's going to run forward and take a chomp at fiery Mrs. Ogre here.
Okay.
It's this window here. Strike number 1. And that is a 23 to hit.
23 will hit. Roll damage.
All right. That is 15 piercing and 4 electric.
Okay, Phelan jumps, leaps forward, bites her in the side. There's like a crunch of bone as he like presses his powerful jaw onto her, and he kind of flings her to the side. She is down.
Phelan with the kill steal. And
Pain.
Kill secured.
you may want to pan the camera over just a wee bit.
Yes, I
as
will.
At the purple point that I've marked here, Greshy will be preparing and sending off a fireball at 4th level.
Ooh, 4th level.
That's where I've got prepared at, as it turns out.
Nice.
And so we cast that.
Okay, and this is a 20-foot AoE? It'll hit all
It
three
is
of
a
those.
20-foot burst. It will
Okay.
hit these 3.
That's
Now,
silly.
I just wanted to make sure it was
10.
marked there so I remembered where I wanted to target.
That's still not quite enough. Bigger than that.
It'd be bigger than that. It should be.
Yeah.
That looks about right.
Is that right? That's about right.
That's
Something
about
like
right.
that. Okay.
There.
All right. So a massive burst of fire around the 3 ogres in the back. They need to do reflex saves against this DC.
29.
29's the DC.
Yes.
Okay. So we're doing that is 15 for the first
That's a crit
one.
fail.
Another 15 for the second one. These are the 2 in the front, the female ogres, and the boss there in the back. That is.
Those are crit fails, aren't they?
Yeah,
Aye,
they're both
crit
crit fails.
Okay.
That is a 23 for the boss.
Regular fail. So he
Regular
takes the
fail.
32, and the other 2
Okay.
take 64 each.
I forgot to put his health on. Okay, there it is. So that. And the boss takes. Whoops, I'm scrolled up. 32 points
32.
damage.
Aye.
And they each take 64. They are both dead. They are in flames.
Everyone's on fire.
Yep. So their bodies just go up in smoke. They're flailing. One of them tumbles off the side of the dam. The other just kind of twists around, screaming in Yotun for mercy, and falls over. A charred husk. Gunn,
She
your
has
turn.
no tolerance for these ogres any longer. They're going down. Not that he had much anyway, but
Well, I suppose I will charge and see if any of them are still standing by the time I get there. Can
All
move
right.
75. The triple move, so that gets me to about here.
Oh, trick that we realized the other day is that you can hold shift while drawing your
Is it
ruler, and
shift?
it'll leave it behind.
Aye.
Yeah, shift.
Oh, cool.
So you can mark stuff and then just kind of leave it there.
and that way you can then change
Oh.
over to move and then
Alright.
move that way. It's quite nice. It really is.
Roll
Yeah,
20
that's what I'm
tips
doing.
with third action. I've used roll 20 for years, and I've just apparently never done that. Whoops.
We've never thought
Okay,
to.
and then how do I get rid of it? Once I've marked it
If
in
you go
the-
back to your snap to
Yep,
or,
yep,
yeah,
yep.
got
Cool.
it. Perfect.
Yeah.
All right, that is 3 moves.
Okay, you just go
Into there.
charging forward, sword drawn, ready for
Oh,
action. The boss, witnessing this, ugh, he looks he looks at you guys, looks back behind him towards the building, and he seems a bit indecisive. Damn it! He shouts in your tune, and he runs over to the ledge and jumps off the dam
Can
to
I?
the south.
Can we see if he's jumping to his death or what?
You can't see over the ledge, so there's like high walls on either side. You could look, but
once we get
Pretty
close enough
hard.
to one of the breaks,
yeah. Okay.
Wonder what's in that building that's considered worse than.
I'm starting to worry about that now.
So he did successfully do a bellowing command, so this one's quickened for her turn. She can use it to step or stride. She's going to use it to step, so... sorry, she's going to use it to stride, rather.
Stride. She's
and
gonna
what's
step
her
and she's just gonna
speed?
step backwards.
Speed's
Just 5
25.
feet right off.
So let's see, that is 25 for the first...
Gunn, be sure to tell her that she's braver than her
There.
boss.
Okay, she does her second stride to get up to you, and then is going to swing her ogre hook at Gunn for a 21 to hit.
That does
You may-
not hit.
You may want to pan the camera back over.
Oh, you're right, probably, yes. Whoop.
There.
It's a lot of action.
All the interesting
Big
things over there
space.
killed themselves.
Yeah, yeah. She's charged over, swung to try and hit. That was a 21. That is a
By
miss.
Druid.
Second attack is worse than the 21, and that was all for your actions. So she's just swinging stuff at you. Shough
blocking.
is going to she's going to kind of move to the middle of the path here. Take out. She's still got the bow out and drawn. She fires a quick volley of 2 shots. Where'd my other d20 go? There it is. It's hiding. Roll. One of those. No, both of those are hits. Yes, both of those are hits. That's that. That's that. Math plus that. Okay, the 2 shots hit pretty square for 34 points of damage, and I guess she'll make one more shot because she can. That will also hit. So one of those. That's that plus her number 19 points of piercing damage for a 3rd shot. Oh, and it's dead. So as Gunn's getting up to it, 3 shots from Shough land right in its forehead. It collapses,
Nice.
Wow.
and I think that's all of them. Yeah, that's all of them.
Yeah, they're all dead.
Did it. Oh, do you think that other guy's dead?
I would like to find out.
You want me to boost you over there?
No.
Okay.
I was thinking more going over near the crack where we might be able to see through the wall to see if he landed
Yep.
someplace else.
Go peek.
Oh, now I have to do. Okay, this is like 170 foot
gonna-
fall.
Continue to run until I get to the corner here.
Oh boy, how much damage does he take from doing this? What is it? You take half the
No.
fall damage.
It's half the height you fall.
You just take that straight up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, you look over the ledge. Oh, I didn't. I didn't move her all the way.
Stuck.
Sometimes I just move
Well,
things off
that's because
screen.
you landed on.
Yeah, roll a perception check, I guess, to see if you can see him down there.
Why I got a 38.
Nice.
Okay, Asher, you're looking down, trying to see if you spot him, and yeah, you spot poor corpse of this guy floating downriver.
All right. Well, not that they can hear me, but
Corpse, or could
He
be
seems
plain dead. That would be
pretty
the smart thing to
broken
do.
and he seems pretty broken and bloodied.
Okay. Well, I'm
You
sure.
want me to go check his corpse?
no.
No,
I could do
I don't
it.
think
It'll
we
be
have.
real fast.
I don't. No.
I can do it. I'll dive down.
Unless we have any flights prepared.
I did not. I honestly prepared for battle today, so not a whole lot of
Hmm.
utility going on.
I think I could fly. He's just like staring down. He's like talking to himself. He's like, I think I can fly down.
Not
Well,
gonna do
there's
that
suggest-
either.
You don't want to throw rock off ledge?
This is not the
It's
place
time.
to start learning.
We're way high up.
He's
He's
only
got
a-
plenty of time to figure it out
He's
before
only
he hits
2
anything.
days old at most.
Well, as you're watching Asher, you see like you lose sight of the body. It's
There it
flowing
goes.
down the river now.
I am, however,
Bye.
gonna suggest we take all these picks and stuff and probably chuck them off the dam too.
In case there are more, or if they decide to reinforce or something.
Yep.
All right. Well,
Litter.
and
I mean,
when you get
or
a
we
chance,
could throw them in the bag of holding, but I don't think we can hold all that many.
we might be able to, but I don't know. They're picks.
How much equipment is up here?
That is a good question. There are a couple of sacks of equipment. They're all soggy, wet, pretty damp. In total, there are about 10 picks.
Okay. What about throwing them off the backside? Is that gonna be?
The backside is a
don't
much
wanna-
shorter drop, but you'd have to climb up the ledge to get there. So this is like a wall here. So
How
it's
tall
like
is
that tall, probably
10
about
feet,
15.
10?
Yeah, 15 feet tall.
All right. I think we can heave the. I'll just try and heave them as far as I can off of the dam here.
Okay, off to the south. Sure. Yeah, you just
Hopefully the-
whoop, chuck them out into the wind and rain.
I'll do the spin around hammer throw,
Okay. Yeah, you spin,
Chuck the whole
hammer
bag.
toss them.
and I'll
They are gone.
even use my belt if I can.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah,
All right.
you just launch them.
Get rid of all that junk.
Well, all right. Now we need to get Rock back up onto Phelan.
Look at Rock.
Yeah, I'll. Oh,
It
Oh.
runs over towards Gunn and just kind of has its feathers ruffled.
Do you?
Aw.
Would it be
oh.
better just to have him follow?
Yeah,
me?
let's
He
just
seems
have
to-
him. Let's just keep him on the. Well, he's pretty slow on the ground.
But we
but-
don't want him in battle anyway, so him being
Yep.
behind is
All right.
kind of fine.
You want to try and keep up, little guy? All right.
Just kind of chirps
Stay
at you.
close.
Stumpy legs.
All right.
All right, it huddles as close to you as it can.
Well, next question then is, what's inside this big old building up ahead
Hmm.
that made
Yeah.
that one creature
Uh-oh.
decide to just jump?
Whatever he decided, whatever he thinks is worse than. Whatever he thinks is worse than just dying,
Well,
jumping to his death.
it certainly looks ominous, Shalelu says as you guys make your walk over towards the building. The building itself is, made up of a large number of stone skulls. There's, on either side, there's two massive skulls that sort of form as like kind of little archways. And on either side of those skulls, there's two entrances, or one entrance on each side, rather. There's one entrance kind of to the south, and one entrance on the north, on the other side of that skull.
Any traps or magic going on?
You can cast detect magic if you want.
I can't. But
I
Oh.
can. Well, once I get close enough, I'm catching up here. Because I may not be quite as slow as Rock is, but I am still a bit slow. But all right, I will cast detect magic, and then after that, I'll try and see if I can see any traps that are obvious.
Okay. Looking at the doors, it's pretty clear that a battle took place here. The doors on both sides seem to be barricaded with chunks of rubble, possibly the same material the dam is made out of. And there are, you can see these large claw marks on the exteriors of the doors as well, as if something was trying to get in, and probably successfully so, because one of the doors is even slightly off its hinges. As far as magic, you don't detect any magic here. These just appear to be simple stone doors, simple stone wall. Yeah, just, and all you hear is like the wind and rain howling all around you, and your compatriots who are huddled up close.
Okay. Well, something's in there. I think we're gonna have to find out what.
Peek our heads into the weird skull house.
All right, which door do you want? The north door or the south door? Both of them are like big double doors. The one on the south is the one that's slightly off its hinges. Sorry, no, that's wrong. It's the north door that's off its hinges slightly.
Up.
Okay.
It's not
Let's do
fully
the north door
open,
then.
but you'd probably need to like use athletics to try and force it open, because it looks really big and heavy.
Gunn, would you give us a hand here?
Sure.
I'm not going to be able to do this.
Yep. And
Asher,
I'll. Well, I can activate my lifting belt again. I think it's unlimited use.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yep, just 2 actions to let you lift something with 8 bulk as if it were weightless. So does that
This
also qualify
door
for-
is a lot heavier than 8 bulk.
Okay, well
This is
then
like a
it's
massive,
just
like
gonna-
thick stone door.
then it's just gonna give me a passive, its usual passive bonus.
Okay.
Alright.
So go ahead and roll that athletics check to get the door open.
Yep, here we go. Not great.
Ooh, 23. Okay, so you grab the door by the handle and try to pull, knocking aside some of the rough barricade around it, but only getting the door like a couple of maybe like a half an inch out of its frame there. You can try again if you want.
Alright. Hold on. Let me...
So, sometimes they find if you spit into your hands and then rub them together, that helps.
What if we all spit in Gunn's hands?
That's what I was going to offer that actually.
Yeah,
Okay.
for all of our power.
With your powers combined.
Let me give this another go. Alright. Not much better.
See, we
27.
didn't spit in your hands. You didn't let us.
Okay.
No, I did not let you.
27 is what you need. So you brace yourself a bit, get into like a better like squatting position, grab the door by the side this time instead of by the handle, and try to like force your way open. This time you hear the grinding of stone on stone, and a wave of foul stench fills your nostrils. You can see shadows moving in the room up ahead, and catch a glimpse of slightly green scales or something of a greenish hue, a greenish hide in the daylight. I guess, filtered daylight from the clouds above, and it snaps its face towards you, opens its mouth wide. You can see these massive incisors, like these massive like fangs, almost, as it gets up and bellows out. And I think we'll end the session there. So we'll find out what happens next time on third action.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
A new pet.
We do need one more.
We do.
One more
Asher,
pet.
we found yours.
Asher's weird pet in the skull house.
You can try.
It's a wizard.
Stinky
You
pet.
can certainly try.
You can always certainly try. All right. Well, that was it for this session. I hope you all had fun. This has been third action. I guess next week, so today is Tuesday, so next week is Monday. So yeah, next week we're going to do a Monday game, 7:30 p.m. Pacific time. After that, I have a surgery coming up that will affect my face and my talking abilities. So I might have to miss a couple of weeks. We might try to squeeze in an extra session or do an extra long session or something. We will sort that out and let you know next time. But until then, hope you all have a lovely time in this hell world that we live in. Good night, everyone.
Night.
Good night.
Right.